Tell me a bit about your internship.
Of course, so I'm Gavin Miller. I'm going to junior year of computer science. This summer I entered for the Kentucky branch of First Robotics as a software engineer intern. First Robotics is an organization that teaches students of all ages, I think from 5 to 18, about how to build robots, everything that goes into robots, including coding and building them, but also the planning and advertising that goes into them. So yeah, during my internship, I worked for this company and I so I had two main projects, as you can see here. One of them was the automation of YouTube live stream clipping and uploading. So during the events, all the events are live streamed. In other states, they're usually live streamed on Twitch, and there's a software called Fruit that you can automatically clip them and upload them as the matches go. Kentucky specifically, as well as other states, uses YouTube, so they wanted YouTube integration. So one of the projects I worked on and finished was integrating the YouTube live stream capability so that matches can be uploaded to YouTube playlists out of the live stream as soon as they finish. And the other one I worked on was an automated mass contact organizer. So first gets these Excel sheets and .txt files, or CSV and TXT files of contact and volunteer information, and they're organized in a way that we use a MailChimp database to keep track of all our contacts. They're organized in a way that MailChimp really doesn't like. So I made an automation that formats them perfectly for MailChimp, so we can just import all the contacts with three button clicks basically. And beforehand, staff were taking hours to manually input these contacts, so this is a project that felt pretty impactful that I enjoyed working on. And yeah, well, this internship was primarily remote. I got the chance to travel up to Lexington, Kentucky, and volunteer. I got to live debug and test my software at the Run for the Robots robotics event, as well as help set up and tear down and all that. So yeah.
What's the most technical thing you learned?
Yeah, I would say overall, I'll narrow it down, but overall, this just helped me really solidify my programming skills. Beforehand, I had just taken some introductory courses to CS, and this got me more work with functional programming, APIs, existing code bases and databases, a lot of technical things that I'd already worked on a little bit, but really helped cement them. It had me learn a lot more. I would say the best thing was learning how to work with the Google and Twitch APIs, mainly Google. I've been wanting to learn more about APIs, but they seemed really daunting, and this taught me that they still are daunting, but it can be a lot easier than it seems. So that was something that I plan to use in future projects and helped me learn a lot.
What's the most non-technical thing you learned?
Definitely collaboration in a team. So in a remote workspace, it was definitely hard to stay up to date with what everyone is doing, asking for help. There's no one right beside you. So sometimes it feels like you're on your own, but through the ways that we worked in this internship, we learned to work around that. So a Kanban board for keeping track of who's doing what, how tasks are going, what stage of the process they're at, and the difficulty, daily stand-ups to report on our work, sprint planning, so we could see what we're going to be doing. So these collaboration kind of methodologies and styles helped us stay close as a team, even being so far apart that we could collaborate, ask for help at any time, and know what we're all working on.
What are you most proud of?
I'm most proud of finishing both the projects that were given to me. They seemed really, really daunting at first. They're both a lot larger than any scale of programming I've ever done. These automations with databases and APIs. I've never done things like that really. So at first, I felt like the intern who didn't know anything and was bound to mess everything up. And eventually, I was still kind of the intern who didn't know much, but I learned slowly through reading documentation, reviewing the existing code base, and help from my supervisor and my the other intern. So that was really helpful to, I was really proud of that, being able to just do these things that I looked at and said, this seems impossible for my current skill.
Did you do any non-related software work during your internship?
Yeah, so like I said, I went to the Run for the robotics event in Lexington, Kentucky. So one of the things we did here, I was a referee for the matches. It was actually really fun. I've always thought it'd be kind of cool to be a referee for like a sports match, but honestly, I'm not that good at sports and don't know all the rules, so it seems hard. And And for robotics, it's really intimidating too. It's like we have these robotics, first robotics veteran referees who ref for 10 years. I'm like, oh, I did not know all the rules, but it's actually pretty simple. Like I took up the easy one at first, just counting the points, and then I started doing the fouls where I'd have to like play by play, be like, hey, foul, and it was really fun. Not the yelling at kids part, but it was just really cool to get more involved with first, more familiarity with the rules and how it works as I'm a member on the first robotics team here at Berea, so it's helpful. And we also helped with the setup and teardown of the event, which I really appreciated because, wow, it's a lot of work. I was already appreciative for volunteers, but it made me realize how much work goes into that. Like, even if it's such a small event, it takes days, just like 16-hour, 12-hour days of manual labor. A lot more than that for planning the whole event too. So it made me gain a lot of appreciation for the volunteers that help foster the community and they make sure all the teams and students have a good time.